All right. Hi guys, how you guys doing? So welcome to my video for this week's analysis of the crypto markets. So if we're looking at the BTC daily chart, we've seen some kind of a reversal happening here. If we look at it, this happened and then we saw price compress up here. So there was a kind of you know, a divergence in the market. But now, as we can see, it's looking a little bit done on this leg here. We couldn't get past this particular area. So I think we're going to come back into this key order block region. I think we're going to get back into this area now. I think we're going to get a retest of this particular area. And all these, day lows down here, daily lows, they're also very key if we look at it. So that's something we have to look for, I think. That's something that's going to happen into the market. So the two long trades I would say particularly are either that first of all, if we come into here, come in and then swing fill this particular area. So and then get back up. So if we look at it here, on the H4, then we come in here. Obviously, it's not a good long here, right? Even though we're seeing some kind of a bullish, but we've seen this rejection, so it's a good indication that it's coming down. So we're gonna come in here, get in this. This is your first liquidity area, and then you can get long with the stop here and then target into this particular area, and then after that into this area as well. These are your two kind of key trades, but this is the first trade of the key trades. But the second one, which I would be more interested in, is personally getting down here and retesting this particular area. On the daily, the daily chart, we come in here, retest it, form a bullish structure, something of a reversal candle, and then we get long into this and into this, of course. These two liquidity zones would be your target then. Um, can't stress enough, these 2 points have this has to hold. If it doesn't hold, we're in trouble. The party's over for July, I'd say. Because if we don't hold here, then we're just gonna have another sell-off. So, then the bearish structure continues. Dot, dot, and then we continue. So this particular area, it must hold. It's very important. So now let's take a look at some of the other charts. We can look at ETH for now. ETH is also forming some sort of rejection here. So I think it's tried a lot to get past this particular area, but it hasn't been able to. This particular area, it's resisted a lot from it. So, look at it. There's nothing happening. It tried getting out of here once, it failed, and then right now we have another failure. You could also actually short ETH for now if you wanted to. It's done the failure of this particular high on the Monday open. So this level obviously didn't get tapped, but this area it kind of did it. And this low also went tapped. So if we look at that, we could see that it's done the risk thing. So what you want to do is you could short here, and then obviously your risk reward is up there. So that's a quite wide stop, And then for FTA is this area, and then the next area is this high. So you can target here also, but the better trade would be to wait for some sort of a pullback into this area. You can look at some of the right, so here into this area. You could look for a pullback into this area. This entire area. You could then short it, or potentially look for a better short down up there. That would give you a better risk to reward also. 1.6 and then targeting all the way down here. This would give you 1:3 trade. So that's a good one. Yeah, this is your important trade on the short side on ETH today. And we already had the plans for BTC longs, and then we'll probably take another look at we could look at Solana. We can look at Solana. Solana obviously over the weekend it break down and then it went through this, so it's not too bullish. If we look on the daily, right? So if you compare the three, BTC, it was trading near the highs of the month. Solana also trading at the highs, and ETH was trading at the highs. Solana obviously went first, but it also came down first. So it's already at one of the key levels here. So if this doesn't hold, we have to see it hold other part. We obviously see it coming down to other areas. Then I think we probably see this. I think on the daily, if you look at it, the structure is somewhat like this. So this low is very important. I don't think we get taken out here, but I don't think you want to see it retrace more also if you want to see continued upside. So if we take a fib of this particular area, then yeah, you don't want to see it go beyond this area much more than 50%. You don't want to see it go more than this particular area, 50% of the retracement. So when BTC, ETH, and Solana all come down, this is particularly the area you want to long it. ETH has also held particularly well. I mean, so you can, if ETH comes down here and forms a structure failure on this particular low. So let me just get you that. This one. If it forms a structure failure on this, then you can long it. Otherwise, you can wait for the retest of this and then continue into the 1860s area. This is a very key area. It's not been broken out of yet. So if you could also see, I mean, we could also see a range, form down here, like we saw earlier up here on BTC. If you see, then there was a range here, and then there was a range here. So I mean this particular range. So you can, I think we might be forming another range here before we see the next leg down in the next month or so. July is obviously the one that holds as we've seen. So yeah, the trade that's there. So on Solana, there's nothing to do on the short side, but yeah, you can long it when it comes down to the quarterly open area in this particular area. That's where you want to long it. And for ETH, we know where the plan is, and BTC also we know where the plan is. So yeah. That's about it. Good luck for the week, guys.